Advertisements, they're everywhere you look. TV, socials, the subway, the bus station. It even sounds like I'm doing an ad right now, but I promise I'm not. With so many fast food places, restaurants, and commercials being shoved in our faces all day long, businesses have been striving to figure out the best way to be memorable. And sometimes that leads to some really weird commercials that apparently did their jobs because I can't get them out of my head, no matter how hard I try. So let's take a look at some of the weirder advertisements from my memories and see just what made them so bizarre and terrible. But maybe that's what made them good because I can't seem to forget them. Let's start off with Burger King. Burger King is usually a pretty good place to start for commercials.
New, the double crust sandwich.
Oh, he just has a burger. I thought this was gonna be really bad. This looked like the start of like a Stranger Danger thing. Stranger Danger was made for moments like these. Because if I turn over in bed and see the Burger King in my bed, I'm not thinking about burgers. I'm like, what are you doing in my house? How did you get here? I know they're trying to sell this as a good thing. Like, this is basically Burger King saying, who wouldn't want to wake up next to the Burger King? Burger King is everyone's best friend. But if this was more realistic, this guy should be way more confused. Unless he's single or recently divorced, he should be like, where's my spouse? Have they been kidnapped? Possibly by you? Who are you under the mask? No, don't give me your sandwich. I don't know where that came from. He's too trusting. He needs trust issues. Just a little bit. Just a couple of trust issues. And on top of that, where did this burger thing, what was it called again?
New, the double crust sandwich.
The double crust sandwich. Where did this double crust sandwich come from? Does he just have like magical pockets like Santa's bag where he just has infinite burgers and he just breaks into people's houses and gives out burgers because everybody keeps going to McDonald's and it's making him really mad, so now he has to break into people's houses and force them to eat his burgers? There seems to be this trend with fast food commercials where they make these unintentionally creepy advertisements. Just like this next commercial, they had to have known this was a little bit creepy. It's from Quiznos. I don't know if you remember this, but this thing was massive when it came out.
We love these songs, 'cause they are good to us. The Quiznos subs, they are tasty, they are crunchy, they are warm because they toast them.
Yeah, what was that? I still don't know what that thing is. They call it, on the commercial, they call it a sponge monkey. You could have fooled me. I have no idea what that thing is. I thought it was like a rat that stuck its finger like an electrical socket or something. This was made during like a brief moment of the early 2000s where ad agencies just stopped caring and they just started making the weirdest things that they could come up with. Because I guess they figured that it was better to be memorable and just be remembered at all costs, and that's all that matters. And it worked. I definitely remember that. There's no forgetting that. This was kind of like memes before memes really took off. I remember it just creeping me out as a kid, but at the same time, the song, it was kind of a bop. And I couldn't get it out of my head. It would pop up during the worst moments. I'd be like in math class, just sitting there staring at the teacher, and all of a sudden,
We love these songs, 'cause they are good to us. The Quiznos subs, they are tasty, they are crunchy, they are warm because they toast them. They got a pepper bar.
forget about Netflix and chill. Quiznos has a pepper bar. Hey girl, you wanna, I don't know, maybe after class we could meet up at Quiznos Pepper Bar? They have rats there, which is something people love to have around their food, so you should probably use a rat to advertise your food restaurant. The only explanation for this that I have is that Quiznos realized that it's just better to be remembered than just make a boring commercial that everybody forgets about 5 seconds later because it just blended into all the other fast food places that are advertised. And it was a huge success because most people seem to hate it so much that it kind of went viral for its own time. I remember all the kids at school were talking about it. Everybody was singing the song, just driving our teachers insane. They made like little sock puppets trying to sing the song. It was a song that you could not escape. Just get out of here. Let's move on. The next commercial I want to talk about comes from Jack in the Box, and this one was interesting because it was at a time when all of a sudden people stopped liking Jack in the Box, and so to retaliate with this, Jack in the Box made a commercial with their mascot Jack where he just goes around and threatens people to eat his food.
That's it. That's his house. Mr. Brad Haley?
Relax.
Did I win something?
My sources tell me you've been calling Jack in the Box junk in the box.
So?
I take these things personally, Brad.
Get lost.
Sure, just try my food, apologize, and I'll go.
Beat it, clown!
Listen, punk! I've spent millions of dollars improving my kitchens to make our best burgers ever!
You're psycho!
Yeah, I've never seen a commercial do this before. As you can see, it's kind of a takeoff of the Cops TV show. It's also Blair Witch Project before Blair Witch Project came out. But yeah, the commercial gets way crazier, if you can believe it, so let's keep going.
Oh yeah, whoop 'em good, Jack.
Brad, you get to try my best burger ever, and all I want is your honest opinion.
Tasty!
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
That's right, if you don't like Jack in the Box, he will come and physically assault you. Oh, what's that? You don't think they got your order just right? Well, too bad. Jack in the Box is a dictatorship, and you will eat their food or they will make you eat their food. It's a pretty bold message from a company to just threaten your customers or non-customers to just come and eat your food or we're gonna make you eat it.
Really? You're not just saying that because I'm kneeling on your spine?
No, I shouldn't have dissed your food, man. I'm sorry, Jack.
Well, I'm sorry about the grass stains.
Really?
No.
This is actually a commercial that was super popular. People loved this. It kind of had the same reaction as the Wendy's Twitter account does now, where everybody's so shocked that the Wendy's Twitter account starts fights with other fast food places on Twitter. So it kind of was like that in a way. But back when I first saw this, it like freaked me out. I thought if I didn't like a person's fast food, that they were just gonna come and like kill me at my house. I thought they were gonna murder me in my sleep. I'm like sitting in the booth and I didn't like pickles and I'm like checking around to make sure they don't see me taking the pickles off the burger. We didn't even have a Jack in the Box where we lived, so it didn't matter to me. It could have been Wendy. It could have been Ronald McDonald. I thought they were all gonna team up like some evil fast food Avengers and just come beat me in my sleep. The running theme with the commercials I'm showing you are commercials that for whatever reason, just as a kid, they just kind of creep me out. So this next commercial is another one of those. It's Gushers.
Introducing new Fruitomic Punch Gushers with a taste that's gonna drive you fruity. It's very, very different and totally appealing.
Yeah, I'm not joking when I say I was afraid to eat Gushers because I thought that this was gonna happen to my head. I mean, I ate the Gushers anyways, but I was afraid while doing it. So this commercial is definitely trying to appeal to kids, but what kids want their faces stretched out like they're in one of the traps from the Saw movies? I remember looking at all the different fruits of the Gushers and picking one that if my head turned into that, I wouldn't mind. Like if my head had to turn into a fruit, what would be like the least noticeable fruit that your head could turn into? Like if my head accidentally turned into a watermelon, that might be a little more distracting to people. I may not be able to fit through all the doors I'm going into. I couldn't go into the play slides anymore because I just couldn't, I'd get stuck in them. And to my surprise, nothing happened. It was just really good. It was just a really good fruity piece of candy, and that's it. But the absolute king of making weird commercials that'll haunt you for the rest of your life is Skittles. I love Skittles. I think Skittles are some of the best candy that you can buy, but I've never once wanted Skittles because of their commercials. Their commercials are trying their hardest to make me not want Skittles. It's not working, but they really don't want me to eat their Skittles.
Yogurt boy.
So that's a commercial about a kid made of yogurt who's been held hostage by this rich guy and he's stuck living in this rich guy's mansion and then he's just kept in a room and being used for his yogurt. So yeah, that's something that would totally make kids want to eat Skittles.
creamy. More.
Like, even the butler is freaked out by this. I don't know what the message is of the commercial, that every time a kid opens a bag of Skittles and eats the yogurt Skittle, he's got to think about the fact that some yogurt boy was tortured for him to be able to eat a yogurt Skittle. So are any of these videos good advertisements? I kind of want to say that they are, just because I can't forget them. They definitely stuck in my mind, but at the same time, none of them make me want to buy the product. It makes you aware of the brand, but it doesn't make you really want to participate with the brand. Commercials like these remind me of channels on YouTube like J Station or Nikocado Avocado, where they don't care if you like them or you don't like them, just as long as you're watching them and talking about them. And it's the kind of commercial that, in a way, I feel like the internet kind of created. I don't think any of these commercials would have worked the same way before the internet happened, and before like socials, everybody on their socials are talking about commercials like these. I think we could thank these sponge monkeys for creating J Station in a way. So thank you, sponge monkeys. But that's going to do it for today's video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you aren't already. And let me know about some commercials that disturbed you and haunted your dreams. Man, I really want some Skittles now.